everyone, welcome to my shop. My name is Steve, and today I've got just going to kind of show you what I did. I was out cutting the grass with my zero turn here. This is a Bobcat Predator Pro, and it's every time I'd wiggle in the seat, I could feel the motor sensing I was moving in the seat. Started to cut off a little bit. So I knew we had a problem, but I didn't know what the problem was. I knew there was probably the switch in the seat was going bad. So I decided to pull the seat off. Well, in order to take the seat off and check it out, there's two pins that hold the seat hinges here, and these two pins are what hinge and hold it in place. You have to pull those two pins. There's two clevis locks on it, clevis locks that hold it. Once you get the seat off, then I'll take you to show you what we found wrong. Okay, well here's the seat out of the lawnmower, and not knowing how this thing was put together, I just flipped it over and started taking stuff off. Whether I needed to or not's another question, but the key to getting this cushion off, and I couldn't really see in the beginning how this cushion comes off, which is kind of critical. This is the shortcut to getting this thing off. Let's see if I can show you this here. There are two screws that hold the seat in place. Look like quarter 20, 7/16. Anyway, they're down. Let's see here. Yeah, there, you can see it now. There I go. One on each side of this tension handle here. There's two little screws right there. It takes like a 7/16, I think it was. 3/8. So the 3/8 socket will take these two screws out. Well, what that does then is that releases the cushion and allows the cushion to just come right off. So once you take those two front screws out, you wiggle it, and your bottom cushion comes out. Well, what I found wrong is that the switch right here is mounted in a piece. This whole bottom piece here. This is all real thin, cheap plastic. Okay, it was cracked around here, and this switch was just laying there real loose. So what I did was I took a piece of paper. I laid a piece of paper down on the seat like this, and I traced out the opening. So that was the opening in the plastic for the switch. So what I did was I got a thin piece of aluminum and transferred the layout here on the piece of paper, and then transferred it onto this piece of aluminum. And then I cut this all out and then whittled this out on the bridgeboard. But what holds this really, and then I pop riveted it in to make sure it wouldn't fall out, because there's a wire hooks on here. It's held in. There's a metal bar. It goes right across, about as wide as this piece here. Metal bar goes about, well, here it is. Let me show it to you. It's right here. Dummy. Okay. So there's this metal bar right here, and then there's this round bar here. And the metal bar goes here, and the round bar lays right on here. So this is really held in there good, but I didn't want it to just flop in there and wiggle around, so I secured it with 4 little pop rivets there. So basically, if you have a similar problem, you're going to have to fabricate some way to hold this switch. Now I checked the switch. The switch works great. Seems to be in perfect working order. So there must be life left in the old switch. I was hoping it wasn't the switch, and it wasn't. So it was this cheap plastic under the seat that all cracked and went bad. So after making this, then it's just a simple matter of putting it back together again. And so just to FYI, this just flops down in here like so. And then those two screws hold this in place. Now what I want to do before I put these two screws in with it, because I didn't know, I wasn't sure how this piece came out, and I was just kind of taking stuff off until I could figure out how to get this loose to get in there. And I should have thought of this first, but I didn't see it first. So I was pulling this. This got a real nice. There's some real nice. They surrounded this. The bottom part of this seat is surrounded with this rubber. It's a rubberized weather protection, and it's all held in with a bunch of these little push buttons, little plastic push buttons here that they just pop into those little holes and hold it in place. While I was prying those out to see how to get this cushion out, as I was pulling this apart, I discovered those two secret hidden screws under the front. And I guess anybody that's worked on these things once or twice, it's a no-brainer. It's easy. Once you know how to do it, most things are. So with that said, that's all there is to it. So I'm going to put these all back together, the ones I took off or pulled loose, and reassemble, put the seat back on, and we're back in business. It's just a wire. I have to connect a wire onto the switch, and it attaches to the bottom of the seat. There's a place for it to be secured to. So we're going to do that and reinstall the seat. Well, it wraps all the way around here. That's what it is. Okay. Now I just found another problem here. I see. Okay. We're not done yet. I see a problem. You see it here, guys. I thought we were all finished with this seat, but we're not. See this part right here? It's on an angle. It should be square. And why isn't it square? Let me bring you in here closer. This spring right here, there's a metal piece. This metal bar runs across. Looks like this is some sort of a shock absorber. And on this side over here, it's broken. So our spring, that's normally this should be hooking on to there and give us our, I guess our air ride or whatever, is broken. So looks like that's got to come apart and get fixed. More things to fix. Here we go. Well, that opens that up. Okay. A couple more screws here. All right. Let's see what we got to do here. Okay, these two bolts down here. We'll take that loose there. They're holding that piece in there. That's holding that spring. Quite a bit of tension on this spring here. A lot of, it hooks on this piece right here. So this spring is just hanging here loose right now, drop down. And this piece let go and drop everything down. Looks like it's an air shock here. Shock absorber, it says. I'm assuming it's just a shock absorber. Yeah, there's no pressure on it. When I take this loose, things are liable to go flying here. No, it didn't go flying. These are little short 1/2-inch, 1/4 20 threads look like. So, let's see what we got now. Spin this baby around here. Screwdriver in there. And pry that one spring down here and out of the way here. I think I pried it loose that time. Okay, wow, those are some pretty stout springs there, guys. Yeah. Okay. Don't know how we're going to get that back on there, but I got it off. I got it off. She just... Okay, so this slides up and down, or supposed to. There it goes. Oh, it hinges. Hinges like that. Okay, I saw that. All right. And there's that. I found one of those loose in the bottom of the seat, and I didn't know where it came from. It's off this spring. I guess I'll put it back on here so I don't forget that. Something needs to be looked at. All right. There's that. And that just sits in there. These two little dogs come out and hold. Okay. And those were... Okay, those can stay on there. They won't look like they'll go anywhere. Get this other one off of here. Okay, so that's the left and right. Okay, now we just have to disconnect this one bolt right there. What size is that? Like 1/2 inch, but we're not going to get a socket to work on there too good. Let me get a wrench. All right. Square on that side. There she comes. Okay, so that's our bolt there. Now that's out of the way there, and this. These slip off. I guess you can see this down. And here, these will slip off here. Like that. Now maybe we can get this piece out the back here. Up and out. So the wires go over this and under that. Oh, and they just hook in there. Okay. Let me put this back in there since now I see how it goes. This goes over the top. And this hooks on here like so. Okay. That cable there. Now what's this? What's this? Oh, that's the... Huh. There's a little plastic lever down here. See that lever? And it on the front here. When that moves, that moves that little indicator. It shows you how much tension you're applying to the springs in the back of the seat there. Okay. All straightforward. Okay, and then this one will go on this side. This rides over under like that. And this hooks on just like so. All right. So our piece to repair, everything else appears to be working okay. This comes off here. That piece comes off, and then there's two rubber grommets, or no, they're plastic. That looks like it. Yeah, held in there. We'll have to get these out so we can. This looks like pretty good aluminum. So that's what we're going to do. Repair it. Huh. All right, guys. Let's move on. I'm going to try and get this out. May not bring you along for that part, but I don't think it's going to be too hard. Wiggle that out of there. Let's see here. I have to squeeze that in and push it out without damaging it too much. Okay. Okay, I did this off camera, but I took this over to the bandsaw and I cut off this piece here. I've welded a new piece on, and we've got to drill this hole in here. So how do we hold this so we can transfer the hole over to this side? Well, I thought about it a little bit, and I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to take this angle block here and set it right down in there, clamp that in the vise, and we'll bring this over and square it up against the jaw on the back. Okay, I lost battery, so I had to restart, put a fresh battery in, and so I'll just go over, I don't remember exactly when it quit where we were, but my idea here to drill this hole in this side of the part, I want to flip this over and drill it through, but I'm going to hold it using this angle brace, and I can't twist clip in the vise. So what I want to do now is just kind of line up the center here. And we'll get pretty close and bring this down this over. And that's looking pretty good. So let me get a chuck in there and we'll see if we can get a drill bit to slide through the hole. And we'll be set to go. Alright, I put a chuck in the spindle and put this drill bit that goes through the hole. And it slides right through there. Let's start it up and see how it looks there. Let's slow it down a little bit. And we're touching everything. It doesn't have to be absolutely dead nuts, but let's check it again here. Square in the back here. There. Okay, that's close enough. Now we can put this side over and square it up. There we go. Now, this was a little thinner material. I just happened to have a piece of 1/4 inch thick material here, but I figured that wasn't going to hurt anything. It's just grabbing the spring, and I'm sure they used the absolute minimum they had to make. And there's no over building it for these guys, so the guys that designed it just designed it the cheapest way they could, right? Okay. All right, here's the spring. There's 2 of these, and they go in the back of the seat there, and this hooks in like that. So we have no problem connecting the spring onto this bracket. Now we just have to reinstall this back into the seat, hook everything up, and see how to hook these springs on. I'm really not sure how we're going to stretch these springs to get them. We'll just have to see how much slack we got in there. Okay, I took out these rubber or plastic guides, and they slide in from this side here. At least that's the side they were in originally. So I'll put them back in the way they were. So let's go in like that. And those fit onto here and slide back and forth on this, which is really, I'm gonna clean this up and we'll decide what we're gonna do. So these should just pop off of here like so. So let me go polish this up a little bit, and I'll be right back. This needs to go through there, and then these get on there, so I'm going to put some silicone paste We'll paste on here and get this nice and lubed. Let's see here, I guess we'll take these off. Give me a good going over here. Okay. So those are lubed, and then this slides. And this here. Back and forth like that. So this is going to go in here. Fit in there like that. Yep. And these go up here like that. Drops in there like that, and this bolt comes in from the back side here. Like that. Now, so I get the other side started. Okay. In the slot, I just gotta allow the slot. It just went in there. But then the other side fell apart. Okay. Flush that. Start. Get the bolt started and drum it. What a piece of work this is. Hopefully that won't have to come back apart again, but getting that spring on may be more than I anticipated here. All right. Now the spring is hooked right out here at the very edge. Which means this had to go into here. Like so. Well, guys, I think in order to get this spring up in here and hooked over this is going to have to come off. And it's held on with these little black buttons here. So we should be able to take this loose enough to get this apart. That one off.
Okay, so this just wraps up, hooks into this hole like that. So that unwraps there. And then this just pulls out like that. I figured we were going to have some. This is going to probably have to come off. I just had that feeling. Sure as heck. It's going to come off. All right. This one here. Come on, baby. At least the fabric is still pliable enough. We're not tearing the fabric. And surprisingly, these plastic things are pulling out without tearing off. Okay, I think, unless I'm missing something here. Oh, we got one more back here. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay, so here comes the back cushion. Yeah, looks like we're just got some foam rubber here stuck to the framework. And then we got another. No, I don't see anything. There we go. Just pop out of there. And this should just pop right off of there. All right. Oh, now we've got a skeleton. Okay. Now we can see what the heck's got to happen to get those springs on. Spin this around. Oh. Thing's still heavy. These cushions don't weigh anything. So this goes in here. Turn this around here, and so this goes here, and this has got to hook onto there. And this will raise up. I lift up on here. The shock will go around the way. And I lift up. This should. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, and then this should come up like so. And just about get there. We're going to have to use a pry bar. Start it over here. Okay. Gotta go this way. Well, they both have to go the same direction here. Like that, in order for these hooks, in order for those hooks to stretch over the frame here. There's that. These slide into there. We need to put some, I didn't put any goop on there, so let me get those greased up. Okay. Now all I've got to do is figure out how to stretch that spring about an inch. Okay. Well, the springs are back on. I used a couple of pry bars. Well, first of all, I used a, let me show you what I used. Kind of a jury-rigged deal. Kind of like what's going on right now. I hooked this strap, this tie-down strap, hooked it onto the spring. Actually, I used the strap itself and tied this off and wrapped it around until I could cinch this up and pull it far enough forward that I could then push it down and then take it loose. The other side I did a little differently. I didn't quite need this. I just used a couple of different pry bars and I was able to get it up over the edge here. So that's the thing in a nutshell, guys. So these still got to be put on and tightened up, so we'll have to do that. All right. What we got now is we've got the springs back in position, and we're ready to put this puppy back together again. Get this lubricated and tension works. Where did I turn this wheel? This pulls this and stretches this out, adds more tension to the springs like that. So we're just about all the way out here. There we go. So now we're at full extension. Our spring's got a little tension on them now. I'm going to tighten this bolt up there and take the tension off of here now. Okay, tension's back off. First thing is the last thing, which was, where'd it go? I guess this is it here. Yeah, this is the back here. This is our back, and it just drops on here. Let me turn it sideways. You see this? This kind of wraps around. That fits in there, and this hooks over this, like that. Pull it over. And it slips on. Okay. Maybe. Easier this way, maybe not. No, maybe not. All right. Okay. I guess I was going at it the right way the first time. Okay. Let's try this again. Maybe if I put a couple of buttons back in, but I don't want to hook buttons in until I've got everything kind of positioned back where it belongs. That goes in there. And this, get this out here. That goes, there we go. There she feels. Good. Okay. Sweet. This goes through here. And this goes right into there. Right there. And this one, the same way. This pulls right out. This flap comes up. Goes through here. There she goes. Like so. Beautiful. And this one goes in here. Like
that. And that will go in there, like so. Beautiful. That goes in there. Okay. Okay.
Our back cushion is back on. And we got the armrests go on, and they go back here.
Okay. I think. Let's see. Two armrests here. Back piece here, so this looks, just goes on like that. And then the armrest.
Let's see. Oh, we can still get to it. Okay, good. All right, we're all right. I do want to tighten that before I forget it again. Almost forgot it. A shock absorber. Get these started. I don't want to tighten them up yet, but let's get them up a little closer. Now, that should take care of everything underneath here. It has to be tightened. The cushion just flops in there. Now we got to put the armrest on. Very good. Okay. Got this all back in, the seat cushions. By George, I think we're getting real close now. Okay. Let's see, add a few. Now I can tighten up. These Phillips screws in the back here. Okay. All right. And the cushion is here. That just drops in like that. And the secret ingredient, the two little screws that go right in. Hope you see that. You go one here and one here. And that should be right here. Let's see what size we got here. There we go. And those are 3/8. All right. I'm going to screw in the plastic, so I don't want to over tighten them. I just want to run them in and let them stop. Like that. There she goes. Okay. That's good. All right. Now the only thing left is the put the tracks back on the bottom. So flip this thing over. It does get heavier as we put it together. All right. So we've got our adjustment tracks here. And I believe this went let me get it on here. There and there, I guess. See, this is the front. You got to have this where we can get to it. Okay. And there's 4 of these insulators that go here. And one goes back here. Okay, on that one. So let's get one here.
Okay. I'm thinking of it.
I don't want to forget our never sees here. Yeah, I put some lubricant on it the other day, but it's going to need more. Put a little oil in this track here.
Good right there.
Bring this in right there. And yeah, I got the bottom plate here, which has the 4 more of these spacers. And so this goes forward something like that. I would guess that's the way that goes. Yeah, this is a hinge. Hinges at the front. So we just have to put our spacers here. Like so. There we are. And then we got our 4 lock nuts here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. They're tight. Now it's just a simple matter of putting it back on the lawnmower. Yeah, right. Simple. Heavy. Okay. Let's go over to the lawnmower. There we go. All right. Now he's got to line up the holes in the front here. There she goes, right there. Sweet. There are 2 clevis pins here. All right. Oh, it fell right in there. That one went right in there. I'm going to stick this on the inside out here. Like that. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh, hey. Wow. How about that? Never did that before. That's going to make it a lot more enjoyable riding around. What's it going to do here? I had something in mind. Huh. Well, all right. Well, guys, I think we'll wrap this episode up of fixing my Predator lawnmower seat. It's two jobs in one. Oh, I just remembered. I forgot something. I forgot to hook the wire back up, but the switch is still in there, so we're good. We just have to plug it in. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, now, looking at it from the back here, and this wire is mounted right on here. It's plugged in, son of a gun. Well, that was a bozo mistake there, guys. I guess we can take that plate back off. Make it easier on myself. Yep. Let's do that. All right, I removed the 4 screws here, and this plate comes off now, so we can get access
to our switch down here. So this little doodad plugs in down here, like so. And this was just kind of like wadded up in there, and it came through this hole right here. So let's see. Get this go through there like that. And there's like that. There we go. There's one little. This was yesterday, guys. I can't remember that long, you know. Give me a break. Okay. Or was it 2 days ago? It's been a day or so since we started this project. Nothing is ever as fast as it seems. The videos are only 20-30 minutes long, but tip of the iceberg. All right. Now, one more time. Come on, baby. Let's go here. Yeah, all right. Let me grab the phone. All right, guys, we're back. And we're getting close to dropping this baby where it belongs. Okay, yeah, looks pretty good right about there, doesn't it, huh? Yeah. Pin. That went in there. That goes in there. And step out. All right. Now the last connection. It plugs right into here. Only goes one way. Let's turn. There we go. So that concludes our video today, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, please. And if you enjoyed it, leave me a comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say, how I can improve my videos or content if you want to see something in particular. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.